Good morning. Welcome to joining our meditation practice opportunity. I see there are quite a few of us. It looks like 68 of us joining in. And if you can hear me okay and um, are just letting us great, if you could just chat in the chat box, saying a hello, welcome, all the colleagues that you have here with you joining. Even though we can't see each other on video, these wonderful ways of meeting virtually are our new way of connection. So just taking that opportunity to chat and share. You're okay, you're here, you've made it, to take care of yourself like this. And it's nice to just see the stream of goodness that'll come through that chat box as we let everyone connect in that way. So as everyone's doing that, I'll take a little moment to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rochelle Calvert. I'm a clinical psychologist here in San Diego. I've had the privilege before of being able to come and teach with your organization in past years and offer mindfulness support. And given the current time that we're in, Ellen Sharp Miller reached out to me and wanted some support for you all with this. And I think this is so needed right now with everything that we're dealing with and all the changes that are quickly and rapidly happening every single day. So I want to share a little bit with you about, hopefully you can still hear me. If you have problems hearing me, please feel free to chat that in so I'm aware, and we'll do our best to manage that. But I want to share a little bit about what we know about how mindfulness meditation really supports our body, our nervous system, our immune system, as well as our mental health. So talking a little bit about that with you, and then doing some practice together to support you with some ways to bring this into immediate experience now as you're maybe starting your day and getting into the routine of whatever the routine is now. So I've been teaching mindfulness in some capacity for about 17 years now. And we've seen this growing trend over, especially the last 10 years, of increase in why this is so effective. It's because we've had so much research to show us what is helpful. And what we do know, there are actual very clear studies and consistent repeated studies showing that when we practice mindfulness meditation, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 20 minutes a day, if we can get these really beautiful effects in our immune system. And right now, given what we're going through with the COVID virus and how our immune systems may be compromised, what a wonderful gift to be giving to ourselves to buoy and boost our ability to have our immune system stronger. So we see that consistently. We also see consistently that stress levels decrease by seeing cortisol levels drop, the hormone that's responsible for stress. So right now, you may be finding yourself with more stress than normal, right? So all these changes are happening, or how much media we're consuming and all these unknowns that are happening to create a sense of extra stress to try to plan for the future or figure out what's going to happen next. And that's not good for our nervous system and or our mental health. And so we do know when we, again, practice mindfulness, we can decrease those stress levels, help our brains function a little better. So the areas of your brain that need to be online to help you make good decisions, and the areas of the brain that need to settle down so they're not running the show. Both of those areas of the brain are impacted when we practice, again, for 10 to 20 minutes a day. So if there was never a better time, it's now. And this is what I've been sharing with lots of my clients and the various groups that I support, and saying, you have more time now, so why not start your practice? Get it consistently into your daily routine. And we need routine now also from a mental health standpoint, especially with all of us being at home. So it's just a great opportunity to really support yourself with taking this time that you have now, finding that 10 to 20 minutes and sitting and practicing. So for these benefits that are going to come to the immune system, they're going to come to the brain. And then the final piece is it can and has shown to reduce anxiety, to reduce depression, and to reduce a various number of other diagnostic concerns from the mental health perspective. And one thing that I'm seeing a lot of or hearing a lot of right now is it's not just the stress or the fear of what's coming or what's happening and all the changes, but people are really struggling with what is being called anticipatory grief, or the sense of this thing is going to be taken away from my life, or I'm not going to be able to have this and this and this in the future. And then we run the narrative really far down into what that means for our life in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months from now. And that's not good for our nervous systems or our psyche either. And what we know about mindfulness is it will buoy us into the present moment. We can't, there's no other better moment to be in but this one. And right now, because these conditions are so turbulent, we sometimes don't want to be here. So these practices also support being able to be here in a healthy way so that you can be more resilient, you can make better choices, you can be able to plan more effectively than letting all of that run the show. So I just invite you, those are a lot of really good reasons, and we know this already from the research, that support the why we should practice and be able to take care of ourselves. And so I'm going to lead us in a practice in just a moment. But the other thing that I just want to offer, because a lot of what my work has shifted to in the last couple of years is not just teaching mindfulness, but teaching mindfulness in nature. And while I'm not in my nature setting today, that's out in my canyon in my backyard, we weren't going to get a good stable internet connection out there. I am going to invite you to just consider for a moment while we practice, if you're near a window, open your window. Get the light coming into your house, into the space that you're in. If you have the capacity to take your computer and go outside, do that. We also know from the research that connection and presence in being in nature buoys your immune system, helps your mental health, helps you also make better decisions and have clear attention capacities. So spending 10 to 20 minutes in nature also very beneficial. So I've been blending in the last couple of years teaching mindfulness in nature so that we have that kind of 2-for-1 effect of getting all that good nourishment into our systems so that we can get the benefits of these practices more potently available. And so I just invite you to consider, as you learn these practices, taking them in to a nature setting, into your backyard, opening a window, whatever that is for you, so that you can practice with the support of nature. It also makes mindfulness practice this much easier, because a lot of people don't like to practice mindfulness because their minds will be busy. And by the way, that's perfectly fine. I'll support you with some guidance around that. But when we're in nature, there's a little less of that to have to compete with. And so it can actually be a more relaxing and more easy way to experience your practice when you're outside. So a little bit about the research, a little bit about what's the benefit of these practices, and now we're going to practice. So taking the time to figure out what your body needs right now to be able to sit and practice. So I'm in my office chair right now, actually have my cushion on the ground, but I'm going to stay closer to the internet connection for you right now. But if you want to get on the ground, get on the ground. If you want to, again, like I offered, step outside, get a different space for yourself to be supported in. When we go to practice, the intentionality behind choosing a space is really helpful. So this is when I practice inside, this is my indoor space. And so I have a place to go and sit that really supports me feeling my being there and able to practice. So I invite you to figure out what that is for you now. And then the other thing as you choose where you're going to practice is to support what does your body need. So maybe you've had a couple cups of coffee and you're revved, okay? So trying to practice sitting up like this and being really diligent about it isn't super helpful. Maybe you need to relax a little bit more, sit back into the chair. But maybe you're feeling really tired. You haven't waken up yet. That would be the invitation to put a little more energy into the body. So just deciding for yourself not only the space, but the condition of how your body is and what it actually needs to support you is a really helpful consideration. So once you've kind of assessed all of that, we're just going to practice a little with paying attention to the breath and paying attention to the body. These are very simple and very effective practices. They're probably the most studied in terms of the benefits that we can get from practicing mindfulness. And they're just the focus points that we can use while we practice. You don't need to breathe in any particular way. You don't need to make your body do anything particular. It's just learning how to steady the attention on breathing and steady the attention on the experience of the body. And I'll give instruction to support that. So, and then when we're done practicing, we'll have some time for Q&A, and I'm happy to answer questions or support you in ways that would be helpful to working with learning how to develop this practice. So I'm going to use a little bell here to signal our transition, and I invite you, please close screens that don't need to be on. Turn that phone off for the next 20 minutes. It will be there when you get back, I promise. Turn the media off if that's anywhere in the house. Just let that be not part of the landscape at the moment. So really setting the stage for your supportive experience of practice. So with the sound of the bowl, I'm going to invite you to let all of those conditions support you and finding yourself into a comfortable posture and seat. As you hear the sound of the bell, letting that signal the opportunity to begin to turn your attention from all of the external engagement and activities of the morning and begin to reside internally. And as you reside internally, just beginning to feel and sense connecting to what's arriving with you here this morning in this practice. So this is the opportunity to begin to check in with, how is your mind this morning? Maybe it's busy with the anticipated what to do's today, what's been going on this past week. Challenges that continue to arise, just noticing what's the state of the mind as you settle in. Is it busy? Is it jarring? Is it being pulled? And then also this invitation as we arrive in, really to just feel into the sense of your body. Is it rested? Is it tired? Is it achy? And then also just checking in with the landscape of the heart. Quite a bit more emotional context in these times, fluttering around. Worry, agitation, restlessness, boredom. And so this invitation as we settle in is to get a bit of the sense of your own weather report. What's here? What are the conditions inwardly? And that is whatever it is you find that's here. Just like the weather, we can't change or control that in any particular way. So can you just honor these are the conditions that are here right now? Nothing to do or figure out about them. They're just simply what's here. And then I invite you to now feel into your body as it's in the posture that you've chosen. And in particular, to bring your attention to where your body is being supported or has contact with support. So this might be at the feet, this might be at the legs, the buttocks, the back. And as you feel these connection points, I want to invite you to let your awareness sense the stability or groundedness that's here beneath you or behind you. And as you feel into that, can you really let your body receive that sense of being supported? Letting go of the efforting or the holding oneself up, but instead resting into the supportive connections that are here. And then scanning through the body from these connection points and the container of support beneath or behind you, and feeling your body in this posture that it's in, and noticing there's an alertness, there's a wakefulness in your body. And what's it like to connect to that, to be present to that? And then softening any area of your body that you may be holding tension right now. A lot of us might be carrying more. And so checking, is there any sense of tension in the shoulders or the neck or the jaw? And then if you adjust it just a little, opened and closed, or moved some part of the body in whatever way feels helpful, it would release and let your body feel more relaxed. So as you arrive into feeling and sensing being present in this body, grounded and awake and relaxed, now we'll invite beginning to attend and pay attention to breathing. So I invite you to just begin to notice your breath. When we begin to pay attention to the breath, it can be helpful to find where the breath is easiest for you. So see if this is to pay attention to it at the nostrils, or the chest, or the belly. And as you begin to attend to the breath, we want to just notice what it's like to feel or sense the breath. So noticing that when we inhale, there can be a lifting, an expanding, an opening. And when we exhale, a releasing, a letting go, a falling back. And so the instructions are to attend to just the moment-to-moment experiences of your breath. And your mind will wander and will be pulled. It might wander to the to-do list, the worries, the distractions, the sounds that might be in your environment. And all of that is okay. It is part of practice. And there's a choice point when you feel and sense, oh, I'm noticing sound, or now I'm thinking, to just notice that's what's happening. Nothing to do about it, just simply noticing kindly. And then anchor your attention back into noticing and having an awareness of your breath. And right now we might find that the breath is a little faster. We might find that it's a little more constricted. And there can be the urge to need to fix that or do something about it. And I invite you, let go of the doing. This practice is about being here with what is. So if your breath is tight, it's okay. Just breathe. Notice this is just tight. No need to judge or fix. What would happen if you met the moment-to-moment experiences of what's here without needing to do anything to it? Maybe you notice qualities like the sensations of temperature, how the breath can be cooler on the way in and warmer on the way out. How there can be a smoothness in the expression of the breath or a bit of choppiness. Both are okay. And to return again and again, just feeling this very moment of the breath. This breath is always breathing, supporting our aliveness. So rest in noticing with your awareness what it's like to breathe and be alive. Such a gift we often miss and don't take full advantage of appreciating and being grateful for. And then now I'm going to invite you to shift a bit from this attention to just feeling and noticing breathing, all the sensations of the breath, and to begin to let your awareness include sensing your body. So as you begin to just open your attention to not just the breath, but feel the whole of your body as it's sitting or in the posture you're in now. And take a moment to just scan with your awareness through the body. Maybe you start at the feet, slowly move through the legs, the torso, all the way up to the head. My invitation for you is to see if you can just connect to a part of the body right now that for you feels and has some sense and quality of feeling stable, steady, solid, grounded. So as you explore within your own body where that might be right now, once you've sensed where that is, I invite you to just place your attention there in that region of the body. And in the same way, we can notice the qualities and movements of the breath to discover what the qualities and experience of being in this part of your body that's a bit more stable and steady is like, and to attend to that. So this might be like where the feet make contact with the ground, or the back is really supported by the chair. And when we steady our attention into the body, we can really feel how the body is caring for us and supporting us. So just sensing the moment to moment, maybe sensations of warmth or coolness in this part of the body. Maybe the sensations of touch that feel heavy or solid. Maybe even being curious about how this part of the body might have muscles or bones or organs that really have a quality to them that you can feel and sense support. And again, the mind may wander, it may drift, start telling stories, want to travel to other experiences and be distracted. That's okay. We just notice when that's happening. Kindly, with intention, come back. Be in your body. Be with your body, with your awareness feeling and sensing this stable region, just as it is now. And so now I'll invite you to shift the attention from this place in the body. Let the attention be more expansive, feeling your whole body, just sitting here and breathing. So present, this moment, being with the body, breathing. And as we arrive into the last few moments of this practice, continuing to attend to the breath and this being present to your experience inwardly, I invite you to maybe offer to yourself a moment of gratitude for choosing this for yourself. To take care and attend to the breath and take care and attend to your body. And then as we come to close, also just a moment of gratitude for every being that's here joining in this practice together. And though we can't see each other, each person's practice supporting your own right now. With their presence, their desire to take care of themselves this way, to collectively support one another this way. Moment of gratitude for that. And then I'll close with just an offering of, as we attend to our breath and we attend to our bodies in this kind, healthy, caring way, that as a culture, as we traverse this together, this is a radical act not only for ourselves, but for every being who's suffering and being challenged with whatever challenges they're facing in this time of this pandemic. And how each breath we take, each moment of connecting to ourselves and our interconnection with one another is a way to offer solidarity and support. So I would love to have any observations or shares in the chat. I realize we are exactly at our time. If you have to leave, I completely understand and wish you well into the rest of your day. But if you have questions or comments to put into the chat, happy to share with that. But just some takeaways as you are maybe offering that together to the community. I invite you, as I mentioned when we started, take your practice outside. Take some time to be with your breath. Take some time to feel where your body feels grounded and supported, and rest into that. It's a very helpful container to get through these stressful times. And then the invitation I offered at the end, it is really quite remarkable if we are showing up for ourselves like this, what it offers for the way we connect to each other and build a stronger, I believe, humanity through this practice and this challenge that we're going through right now. So it's a gift. So grateful that all of you showed up, so many of you that did, and just an offering to the community. I am offering online virtual mindfulness sessions. If you're interested in that, you can visit our website at newmindfullife.com. And there's resources on COVID as well. So I put up a page of different practices and ways to take care of yourself. And that's being freely offered, and lots of different free resources of Insight Timer. If you don't know about that app, it's free. And I also have a link on there with guided meditations that are free for you to use. So please feel free to access those. And our website has lots of free resources. So anything that you can kind of plug into right now, and there's a lot of things being offered freely to support you during this time. So please feel free to reach out. Happy to continue to help, and great to be in community with one another. I wish you all well, to be safe, to be healthy, and take care of yourself and the respective communities you're a part of, and we will get through this together. So take care. Be well.